If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
All right, guys. All right, we here at the bonus round. We're going to talk about who's winning the 2025 Royal Rumble. Now, what I have here, I have a list that I have of top 5 women to win the 2025 Royal Rumble. And I also have a top 5 men to win the 2025 Royal Rumble. I will go over the women first, and I'm going to go no particular order, but I'm going to tell you who the top 5 people I have. Matter of fact, I'll have the top people at the list. Yeah, I have my top 5 who's going to win. So let's start off with the women. For the women's Royal Rumble, the first person I have clearly that's going to win, which is a favorite. Charlotte Flair is the first person I got on the top of my list. I think she's the odds-on favorite for the women to win the women's Royal Rumble. We have not seen Charlotte Flair since December of 2023. It's been over a year. No, I'm sorry, 2020. Yeah, 2023, the end of 2023, I believe. We could say that. But I know she's been injured for quite some time, since 2023, and near the end of 2023. She's been out the whole 2024, and she's clearly ready to come back. She's been seen, I've heard, backstage at the Raw Netflix show. They're clearly saving for the moment. She did not show up at the Raw Netflix on TV. She has not been on SmackDown. She's going to show up either Saturday Night Main Event or the Royal Rumble. And I think she has what it takes to win it all. So I got my money on her. She has previously won the Women's Royal Rumble in 2020. She challenged for the NXT Championship at the time, but I think she's going to do that. She would challenge Tiffany Stratton for her championship. So I have Charlotte Flair as the top of that list. Let's go over the next person that I do have possibly winning the Women's Royal Rumble. Another person, they've been pushing her a lot lately, Iyo Sky. Iyo Sky is the second top of that list that I see winning the Women's Royal Rumble. Now, Iyo Sky, she's been pushed a lot lately. She's been in the Women's War Games match. She's been in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. She's recently been in the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament before being knocked out by Lyra Valkyria. And they clearly are behind her. Just had the Women's World title match against Liv Morgan at Saturday Night's Main Event back in December. So they're clearly behind her. And since she didn't win the Women's Intercontinental Championship or the Women's World title match, she could be one of the top people behind Charlotte. Charlotte don't win to win the Women's 2025 Royal Rumble. Now, Iyo has never won the Women's Royal Rumble before, so this could be a good first for her in a very star-packed Royal Rumble, I might add. So she's number 2 I have on my list. Let's go over the third person I see winning this Women's Royal Rumble. Next person I have in line to win this Royal Rumble after Iyo, Jade Cargill. Now, Jade Cargill, we know she's been out. Somebody attacked her, and we know that she's been, off TV. I heard she's reportedly filming a movie. She's not really heard, despite the rumors. But I know she's going to probably show up again, possibly at the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. She could make her mark, and she could be the one to probably win it all, because she got close last year in her debut at the Royal Rumble. She debuted at the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble match, and she got close. She was to the final 4, I believe. Maybe she wins this time around. Maybe she wins the Royal Rumble for that matter. Maybe she's going to win, and maybe she will, make her market challenge for the Women's Championship or Women's World title. Whatever she chooses to challenge for. More likely the Women's Championship. But she's the one I have on my list. Another one on my list after Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. Now I know she's not in no women's title program right now, but she's always been in the contention at some point. Her being with the one half of women's tag team championships is as long as I see it without being in contention for the women's title. She hasn't had a women's title now since what 2023 when she won a SummerSlam before Iyo Sky cashed in on her when she won the title when she had it for a split second. And also Bianca, she's a previous Royal Rumble winner. She won in 2021 Women's Royal Rumble winner. Maybe she could be the first two-time to win. Lynch. Just saying. The man. Now she's been on hiatus since back in May. She did not show up at the the WWE Raw Netflix debut. Like Charlotte, we thought she was gonna show, but she didn't. Maybe they save her for Saturday night's main event or the Women's Royal Rumble. Becky Lynch, who previously won the 2019 Women's Royal Rumble match, won at WrestleMania 35, become Becky Two Belts. Maybe she wins her second Women's Royal Rumble, and maybe she could challenge for the Women's World title that she did lose to Liv Morgan at King and Queen of the Ring due to interference from Dominic Mysterio. So that's all I'm saying about that. And those are the 5 women I have for the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. Now, with that being said, let's move forward. Yeah, guys, we also know, too, that when it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble, there will be legends, Hall of Famers, or just people from other organizations that we have seen a while. And I'm talking about people from, if they're not legends or Hall of Famers, people from maybe come from NXT, TNA, or any other independent wrestling company that we haven't seen in quite some time. Expect them to make their mark in the Royal Rumble. We see that every year, and it may be one of the biggest years for that. So we got to keep that in mind too. But it's definitely going to happen, and I think those top 5 women will be the top ones to win the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. That could be a very possibility. Now, we may get thrown a wild card in this whole situation when it comes to the Women's Royal Rumble. We may get one person that you would never expect, or be the last person you expect to win. That does necessarily happen too. But I think for the most part, I think I'm pretty much spot on to, for the most part, a good prediction of who's going to win the Women's 2025 Royal Rumble, because it can go any direction. It could be someone we think is getting close, but they don't get there. So I could definitely see that happen at some given point. But it will be interesting. If we thought last year's Royal Rumble was a very star-studded event for the women's division, it's going to definitely be much more highly anticipated this year. And that's all I have for who's winning the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble. Who's winning the 2025 Royal Rumble? Who's winning that? You guys let me know who you got winning that. Soon to reveal a pop-up, guys. You already know what it is. It's OUT.